So we got Chad here. This is don't trust your school lunch food. Hold on, I can probably center this better.
Stream chat if you're curious.
Let me... There we go. Okay, I think that's better. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, let's see why school lunches are not so good.
Adtronic.
How is that milk?
Cafeteria food has always been the butt of jokes, but this isn't fun.
I hope we're not hungry.
What they're giving us.
Y'all want it scary,
wow,
though.
this new meal plan is really coming together.
You good, Chad?
There's no way that's what they actually gave that kid. What is that actually? It does look like puke and applesauce.
Ew.
Is that just a turd in a bag? What is that?
Is that a hot dog?
Yeah, because to have an enjoyable hot dog, you need the freaking hot dog! Where is Michelle Obama?
I never got the school food. I'd always bring my own
Have you guys
lunch.
ever heard the phrase, you are what you eat? And apparently in America, there are some people out there that want our children to become garbage. Because that's what they're getting served. We're going to be taking a look at some news reports, some funny, some kind of sad, about just how school lunch is going at some schools here in America. Let's begin.
In Clarksville, complaints of moldy bread and stale milk. Parents with students in the Clarksville Montgomery County school system
don't
are
check
upset,
that.
frustrated that the food on their students' lunch trays, or lack thereof.
This is what students are being served, not all that appetizing. The district says it's due to nationwide food and supply shortages.
What is that? Did it just come in a plastic bag? Like they served it that way?
Is that just a turd in a bag? What is that?
A single hot dog, yeah.
Solid turd. Parents
Just wrapped in plastic.
School lunches. Yeah, I bet they are.
Is that bread? Is that like a
supposed to be
flatbread?
like a hot dog? Because that barely resembles even a hot dog. What
Prison
is
food's probably
that?
better than this shit.
Mrs. Erica Francis spoke with.
It's a pita. It's a fucking wrap.
Enough is
It's
enough.
a fucking tortilla.
Kids eating at school.
Concerned parents say the problem here, it's not enough.
It's not filling, and it's definitely not appetizing. Sometimes
No,
the kids
is that
complain
Jell-O?
that their milk in school is expired.
What the frick is this? This
At
is
least
like
they
what
got
I
sauce
imagine
with it.
hobbits eat
They
for
got
like
fucking
a
ketchup.
snack in Middle Earth. What is this?
Emmy Weeks has 3 kids at CMCSS, one in elementary, one in middle school, the other in high school.
To think, they came home almost every day for a month telling me how horrible the food was. But I brushed them off thinking, they're just teenagers. They're just complaining. But it wasn't that.
As these signs in the school state, it was so much more. There are no trays. Menus are being scaled back. And
What?
as you can see here, the district is low
No
on buns.
trays?
And what Weeks wants is
Huh?
answers.
Due to nationwide supply chain issues, products we use every day like trays. I like how that's in all caps
You
for some
have
reason,
to wash
are
them.
Unavailable.
You can reuse
Underlined.
them.
Okay, what is this sign? Pizza shortage! Due to nationwide shortages, menus have been temporarily scaled back to one entree option. As soon as we start receiving product, we will return to a more normal menu.
There's no
What?
variety here.
Brother, just walk across the street.
Usually there's different options.
There's probably a Walmart
One
with some
option?
Lunchables. What are you talking about?
So News 2 reached out to CMCSS Thursday. They told us their cafeterias score high on food service inspections, but these shortages are leading to last-minute menu changes and modifications.
Last minute modifications like
Last minute.
we just don't give you anything. You don't get anything. You get this, a turd in a bag.
Holy shit.
This is really sad. Why am I laughing?
I'm
Thank you for the
willing
love late
to
hype train,
pay
guys.
for my children's lunches again if it means that my kids will get a better lunch at school.
For now, Weeks' kids are bringing lunch from home. Other students resorting to DoorDash and Uber Eats. But due to safety and logistical concerns, the district says food deliveries from outside vendors are not allowed.
What? There are kids at school using Uber Eats
Yeah.
and DoorDash? Oh, and they're not allowed to do this.
Oh, I
Hey,
guess
kids,
it
what we're
could be a
feeding you
safety
today
risk. I
is
understand
this.
that.
See this? This is nothing.
But they shouldn't
No
have to
alternatives.
resort to
I
that in the
know
first
I can
place.
provide my children for that lunch at the moment, but there are plenty of parents out there that are not able to. There's a lot of children that go to school looking
Oh.
forward
I
to
am
that
so
one
thankful
Oh, what is that?
my mother packed me
Oh my
lunch
god,
every
you
day.
have
Yo, me
one
too,
job
honestly.
to cook.
Shout
a
out to the
single
parents out
hot
there packing us
dog,
lunches for
which
school.
a 5-year-old can do, and they failed to even cook the single
Literally
item
the most
that they
disgusting
give to
hot
you.
dog with a
The
fucking
hot dog.
tortilla.
Lunch it
She
cuts,
says these
ladies
students
and
need
gentlemen.
more. Erica Francis, News 2.
The interim director of schools, Dr. Angela Huff, did address the school board this week regarding this issue. She says complete USDA-approved meals are still being served every day at no charge to students.
What? So the parents are like, hey, school, you're starving our children.
Pretty
School's
much.
response is like, well, technically, we're giving each child one uncooked hot dog every day, so we're not technically starving
Oh
them.
my god, that's fucking
Another one.
bullshit.
School lunchroom, a place for many students to well eat, right? So they can focus on class.
No
for the
charge?
rest of
I mean,
the
they
day.
better not be charging for that garbage.
Say their cafeteria is a different place, a place where they don't even want to taste what's put on their plate. Our Melissa Hippolyte is working for you to find out what's going on, Melissa.
Bill, we learned the person who heads up food services for the schools in King and Queen County was suspended
Kitsune Gamer, thank you for 11 months.
Yet some parents and students tell us the problem persists. We talked to the suspended employee, and she says she was unfairly punished.
We talked to that suspended employee, Suzanne Gilbertson, and she says none of this is her fault.
My cafeteria employees have always been told if you're not going to eat it, don't serve it to the students.
Right?
What? So food was bad at the school already. Fired the person
That
in
seems
charge
like common
of it.
sense.
Food is still bad. The person that was fired is like, wow, this food is still really bad.
Yep.
Where are we trying to go with this?
Why would you fire
Awful.
somebody that wants to
Pictures
make
of
it better?
burnt
I can't.
pizzas and something so charred it is hard
What even
to
is
identify.
this?
Phil Beth Paulette's camera roll.
What is that?
That is not food.
Ribs, supposedly.
What even is this
Ribs?
meal? So unidentifiable ribs.
That is not
that
ribs.
look very burned.
There are no ribs there.
What is this? Like overcooked chicken nuggets or
What
something?
is this, just a
And
tomato fucking sliced up?
barely with not a lot of effort.
Oh, who has
chopped up
tomato? What the fuck is that?
tomato?
It looks like a tomato.
What is this?
Gilbertson says the superintendent put someone in charge of the high school's cafeteria a few months ago, and she says that person is not properly trained. On top of that, Gilbertson says these emails show that she reached out to Dr. Jones about the issue, but she was told she did not have any authority over the new manager.
Sounds a lot like a he said, she said situation. All while the children suffer and get burnt pizza. I thought there was a pizza shortage, by the way.
Honestly,
it's only been a
I'd
month
take the
since
burnt
new
pizza
federal guidelines mandating healthy
over the
school
rest of
lunches
that.
went into
I mean,
effect,
considering our
but many
options,
students
burnt
are
pizza
already
sounds
finding
pretty
them hard to
fucking good.
swallow. With cafeteria fare now calorie restricted, some kids are complaining that their lunch doesn't fill them up and turning to YouTube to make their voices heard.
Oh?
Here's ABC's Jim Avila.
You need a fruit or vegetable, sweetie pie?
It's a noble effort, but an ABC News investigation shows
they're forcing
the
them to take
USDA's
food they don't
new
want?
school lunch guidelines are not going down so well with many kids across the country.
Whoa!
Yeah, you
why are
force them
throwing
to
the
take a
trays
fruit or
away?
vegetable.
I thought there was a tray shortage. There's a shortage!
America's public school
It looks like
students
styrofoam, that's
protesting
okay.
the new federal war on child obesity with guidelines promoting smaller portions, fewer calories, less meat and cheese, and more fruits and vegetables, all aimed to control obesity. Some of the protests hit the internet in dramatic fashion, like this Lunchroom Revolt.
Give me some seconds, I need to get some food today. My friends are at the corner store getting junk so they don't waste away.
Students at this Kansas high school creating a viral video protesting the new calorie-cutting menus in their cafeteria.
This is great.
We are hungry.
This is like the new planking, but for starving kids at
Oh my
school.
God.
But the result of all that healthy food, say many parents and kids,
The fact that they even
is a
have to do
dramatic
this is so
increase
crazy.
in plate waste.
Sometimes the food is just nasty.
In fact, the only known study of food waste
Spray
under the new
butter!
guidelines
Was that
contains a stark
spray?
food,
Was
say
that
many
butter in
parents
a
and
fucking
kids,
spray
is a
paint
dramatic
can?
increase in plate
Have
waste.
hairspray can?
It's just nasty.
In fact, the
What
only
is that? Is that supposed to be butter? And not the single slices of cheese?
known study of food waste under the new guidelines contains a startling statistic. Kids are now throwing away twice as much food as last year.
These kids are
Not
wasting
surprised
all
by
this
that.
food. while another
Vice
school
Theory, thank you for
has to
15
eat
months.
a turd
Thank
in
you.
a bag.
You just plop the vegetables and
I
plop
guess
the
it
food
makes
there.
sense
Don't
the
do anything
education
else.
system sucks, so why shouldn't the food as well?
Honestly, you're so real for that. Thank you, Plop. Sumo, no.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Ain't no way. Thank you for the videos. Thank you so
This goes
much.
up about 97%.
We visited a school in suburban Chicago just this month where middle schoolers analyzed their lunch waste and were shocked to
Why
find
would you wanna do that?
46 boxes of unopened pears.
Why are you going to the trash?
Hey,
Ew.
Mrs. Peterson, we're gonna go dump some garbage on the floor and sort it.
Ew.
What?
The week before, all 111 vegetable containers served were thrown away.
Schools tell us that they're seeing a 50% increase in the amount of lunchroom trash.
It's just too healthy almost.
I try my hardest, but it does not working.
Angie Reynolds at Virginia's Holston High School says kids are bringing their own.
What
and
was
only
that?
take the fruits and vegetables.
My hardest, but it does not working.
Angie Reynolds.
Sometimes the kids complain that they're
back up.
How is that milk?
Fake.
Where was that?
It only takes shocked to find
Right here.
pears served were thrown away.
Schools tell us that they're seeing a 50% increase.
Angie Reynolds at Virginia's Holston High School says kids are bringing their own and only take the fruits and vegetables when she forces them.
Beans?
They complain the food is tasteless.
Breaking news report! Children do not like vegetables!
And that Cornell study finds there are creative ways to cut down on plate waste. That by moving the healthy choices
Okay, that
to
looks
the
pretty
front
good.
of the buffet and making up names for vegetables like power beans or X-ray vision carrots, plate waste will drop dramatically.
I don't think that's gonna work.
What? You're gonna give them like fake fictional names for vegetables to
Power
make them
beans.
more appealing? They're branding carrots. They're branding them. They're rebranding them. Look, it's broccoli, but not just normal broccoli. It's bussin' broccoli. Get in line, kids.
I want
Come get
some
some of this
bussin'
salad.
broccoli.
It'll improve your aim in Fortnite. Another one.
Students across the country are posting images of what's on the menu at their schools in a new phenomenon called lunch shaming. Here's Les Trent.
How is that milk? How is that milk?
Oh no. Oh, that's a milkshake. It's thick as fuck.
Milk?
Ew.
out like a
Oh, that's
slime.
bad. That's
That
not
is
good.
actually
That's
really bad.
expired.
That
What's
is
the sell-by date?
awful.
I can't read
Cafeteria
it.
food has always been the butt of jokes, but this isn't
Oh.
funny.
Look at what they're giving
Oh.
us at lunch.
Wow,
No
this new meal
one in
plan
the
is
school
really
systems are not going to do
together.
anything about it. Sad but true.
Oh.
That's the worst joke I've ever told on this channel. Congrats, you were here.
Students
Wait, I wanna hear it.
disgusted
I
by
wanna
what
hear the
they're being-
joke.
But this
Us at lunch.
Wow, this new meal plan is really coming together.
Chad! Chad, no!
That's the worst joke I've ever told on this channel. Congrats, you were here.
students disgusted by what they're being served are taking their beef online.
Look at this. This is the main meal. It looks like
What?
puke and applesauce.
What are they putting?
There's no way that's what they actually
The
gave
main
that kid.
meal? What?
What is that actually? It does look like puke and applesauce.
Ew.
Where is Michelle Obama?
In Patterson, New Jersey, parents are up in arms after images of moldy food and expired milk were shared online.
Oh.
You even tell what this is?
No.
Apparently, it's supposed to be a chicken cheesesteak sandwich.
Yeah, it's a chicken cheesesteak sandwich and 240p.
Half the sandwich is just bread.
Raw, uncooked, unedible food should definitely not be
Oh
one
my
of those
God.
things.
No, that's disgusting.
Can't look at that anymore.
Well, that's nasty.
There's nothing we take more seriously than the health and safety of our students.
Look at that freaking patty. Doesn't even look cooked.
No.
They didn't even make
It
an
looks like
attempt
a
to cook this.
rock.
This was 500 feet from any grill because
That
if
is
it was
not
any
a
closer,
patty.
it wouldn't look like this. And it clearly came from like a box
That
in
bread?
some
I don't even
basement
know.
that hasn't been touched for like 20 days. What the frick is this? Another one.
So tell me about your school lunch.
Crystal Skinner had lunch with her third grade son.
like,
at
"I don't
school,
wanna tell you."
But was stunned when his neighbor opened his plate.
I asked my son, I said, what is that he's eating? Where's the rest of your food?
USDA guidelines sets out that you're to offer a half a cup of fruit, half a cup of vegetable, a half a cup of grain, a whole cup of meat, and a cup of milk or two.
Listen, guys, everyone needs to chill. We gave the kid a couple cups of food, some Cheez-Its. He's gonna be fine, okay? She sounds so unenthused.
I'm glad we have people
about
like
this.
you that are making sure this
Like,
shit doesn't
feeding
happen.
the children
God
is
damn.
annoying.
We sent the
We
picture
need
of
more.
this lunch
We
to
need more people like
registered
you.
dietitian Dr. Jennifer Jackson. She said Cheez-Its is
911
not an acceptable whole grain component since the ingredient is wheat flour and not whole grain.
What?
A San Diego
I'm
father
sorry.
is angry
They're that
his daughter's
specific?
school let her buy
Blob, thank you for the
unlimited
gift sub.
That's right. He called 10 News saying that he feels duped out of more than $100 and let down that the school doesn't make sure
I prefer the way
healthy.
Calvin
Father's
instead
mad.
did it
His
in
daughter
Calvin and
spent
Hobbes.
$100 on
Oh my
junk
God.
food,
Calvin,
which is a lot
it's
of money.
actually a plate of toxic waste. If you eat it, you'll turn into a mutant. That's how you get kids to eat veggies. Though the rest is actually toxic waste and will kill you.
What? I'm sorry, what? What? But this is a good point, though. You're spending that much money on junk food, but when the other options are the fucking slop they're serving to kids, I don't blame her.
He called 10 News saying that he feels duped out of more than $100 and let down that the school doesn't make sure she is eating healthy.
Father's mad. His daughter spent $100 on junk food, which is a lot of money. But at least, you know, his child didn't have to eat a turd inside of a bag.
That's what
Are
I'm
we
saying.
talking $100 in a single day, or are we talking like in a week? I'm a little skeptical already. This kid really bought $100 worth of junk food at a school. The school let the child do it, and they, ate it in one sitting? If that's the case,
Wait.
the kid deserves an award.
I don't think that's the case.
The junk food lines, they kind of go by really quickly.
11-year-old Katie Briscoe admits she's usually in that line getting her favorites.
Cinnamon rolls, Doritos, Cheetos, ice cream sandwich for like $1.
It adds up. This is the 6th grader's transaction history at Bernardo Heights Middle School. Some days she was spending more than $6 at lunch on junk food. She blew through $120 in a few weeks.
Your lunch is $3.
Okay, it was a few weeks.
No way that
We
this
had
is
like
possible.
burgers and
Okay.
pizza and
That
chicken
what?
sandwiches and salads and stuff. I mean, I feel like we had options and even stuff to look forward to. I
Right.
mean, it was junk. Basically fast food. But it wasn't like this. My
It's
God.
definitely downgraded. Rusty Fighter, thank you for the prime.
Spent $6 a day on junk food, and over the course of a month, it ended up being $120. And her father is so upset. He contacted the local news station to write a story about this? And then the local news station did? This is the most American thing I've ever seen. What, did this guy try to get a refund from the school? They said no, so then he was like,
Well, show us the other options she had.
I will never have a talk with my daughter. I'm going to the news. It was $120 over the course of a month? That's not that bad.
People watching this story are going to say it's up to you as a parent to make sure she's eating healthy.
I think that is definitely true. However, I feel blindsided because when I started the year, there was no indication that this kind of food was available.
It's up to you as a parent to make sure she's eating healthy.
There's no way that this is possible.
Why didn't the school discipline my child? How dare I have to do so? What do you mean there's no way this is possible? That the child spent $6 on some other food for lunch every day. Why is
Maybe
that so
talk to your child?
impossible to believe that they let her do that? I don't understand this.
There's no way.
Figure it out from day one. Don't wait till a month passes by.
Stuff from the free aisle. Sweet Jesus, things have downgraded since the early aughts.
Yeah. It is not like this.
Educating parents and children about what's healthy to eat and what's not.
What is on this plate? This doesn't even look like a school lunch. They got paper plates now? What's the paper plates?
And gravy, mind you. Just a plop of gravy and a spoon. That was the meal.
Ain't no way. It does look like prison food. This looks like a prison tray.
Being proactive and educating.
What is this, a brownie and a cinnamon bun?
What's healthy to eat and what's not.
One guy's mad.
Girl
his daughter
lunch.
bought some extra cinnamon rolls. And this is on the news for some reason. Just a reminder, that's what you're watching right now. Another one! Oh, God.
Whoever heard of a high
See?
school lunch
Even Chad
going-
has an office chair.
This is on there for some
I'm
reason.
telling you guys,
Just a
gamer
reminder,
chairs are
that's
fucking
what
awful.
You're watching right now. Another one!
Look, office chair. We don't need gamer chairs. He's even got a nice comfy like lounge chair in the back. Way more comfortable. And less
Whoever
expensive.
heard of a high school lunch going viral? In 2019, Minnesota
Cheese on
teenager
bread.
Marin Holler posted photos showing
Cheese
her
on
lunch
bread.
tray, a handful of baby carrots, a small container of marinara sauce, and a hot dog without the hot dog, just cheese.
Wait, what? That's supposed to be a hot dog?
Okay, so we have
Maybe that's a
one
blessing in
school
disguise that she
that
didn't get the
can't
actual
get
hot
the
dog.
buns for the hot dogs and serves only the hot dogs, and we have another school that has no hot dogs but has the buns for the hot dogs.
They gotta cut back on cost somehow.
Marin's Facebook post elicited quite the reaction. Pathetic excuse for lunch, goes one comment. The school should be ashamed.
I didn't understand how like a school could serve that to students and think that it was okay.
Also, I'm assuming she's in school doing this interview, and it literally looks like she's in prison. Why? Why do schools look like prisons? Why do they build them like this? Why does it make us feel like we're in prison when we go to school? I don't understand.
How like a school could serve that to students and think that
When
it
I
was
was
okay.
in high school
Inside
in
Edition
Arizona,
spoke to
there was
Marin's
a guy
mom,
who came every Friday during lunch who sold gelato.
Yo,
It was
what?
great. My school also had soft serve ice cream.
That's crazy. They basically are prison.
I'm extremely proud of my girl. She loves her school. Just wants to see it do better.
The St. Cloud, Minnesota School District said, "Oops, we goofed. Tried a new menu item today at lunch, and we hear it was not a
We
winner."
goofed? That's your fucking response to this monstrosity? We goofed?
I thought these kids were going to school, not Fire Festival.
We goofed! New menu item! New menu item, bread and cheese and some carrots and
Districts
sauce.
can sign up for that. Provide real food for cherub or free to the school. Ours just worked out a way for students can get lunch for free.
Yeah. Yeah, back in my day, we had to pay for our lunches
Tried
every
a new
every single
menu
day.
item today at lunch, and
That's why I always
hear
brought
it was
mine.
not a winner.
Not a winner.
What is this like
No shit.
Karen response? Oops, we goofed? Tried a new menu item. What's the menu? The hot dog list hot dog? What is this? It's not a winner.
I don't even know how you're supposed to eat it. What are you supposed to put the
because I would
marinara
enjoy
sauce
the
on?
Hot dog. You need the freaking hot dog! Oh, sorry. We tried to get away with feeding you nothing. We goofed. Got us. Sorry it wasn't a winner. Whoopsie. Another one.
Just days into the new school year, and already there are problems with the food served to New York City's 1.1 million school students. We first exposed this problem last year, showing you photographs of disgusting food, pizza.
Oh my god. Imagine taking a bite into your pizza and then realizing the underneath side of the cheese is all mold. What is this? Is this a staple? Hold on, my head's in the way. Wait, let me move,
One school I went to was in a very poor district, with very poor food. Had to constantly check for green cheese pizza and once find a bite mark in my repackaged taped up pizza.
Oh my
The
god, I'm
next
so
district
sorry.
had enough grease on the pizzas to dill a soda can.
That is awful. Is this a staple?
This looks
This
like
looks
a
like
crime
a staple.
scene
That is
photo.
metal.
Oh wait, it is.
This right here? What does this look like to you? There's two of them. It's not just, oop, we goofed. We goofed. There's a staple in your food. No, there's fucking two of them. And what is this? What am I even looking at? Is this a pickle? Why? I don't understand.
This problem last year, showing you photographs of disgusting food, pizza, moldy eggs and cheese sandwiches, metal pieces, and bones in chicken. Well, now
Those are bone? That is not a bone. That is a fucking staple.
This is the
Right?
worst
Oh my goodness.
so far. Moldy pizza, metal like shrapnel inside chicken tendies. Bro, they are trying
Bone apple
to kill
teeth.
somebody.
The incident's eerily similar to what happened last spring. CBS 2 showed
Similar?
you the stomach-turning pictures.
Happened again?
Disgusting pizza, moldy egg and cheese breakfast sandwiches, chicken with metal pieces and bones. One bone so big that the person who ate it choked and needed the Heimlich maneuver. There have also been problems with the sandwiches. This absolutely...
Okay. Look, I understand the food being bad is not the lunch lady's fault, because usually they just like reheat shit, right? But if you see this and you give it to a kid, why? Why? Literally why, right? It's like they're not even fucking checking. They're not checking. If they got bad food, then they gotta tell somebody about it. Or else they're not gonna have any more students to be going to the school at this rate.
You have a pimple. No wait, you just got some school lunch on your face.
This is not lunch.
Delectable-looking salami and cheese sandwich served to students in a Brooklyn school last winter.
How does this end up on a child's plate? It's
Right?
so visually and obviously
Yeah, it is very
moldy.
obvious.
How did this get from the kitchen to the plate?
That's what I was
This
just
blows
saying.
my mind. This is terrible.
Blah.
There's no way that this is possible.
Fix the food!
Fix
Leave a
the
like on this
food!
video and also subscribe to the channel for more content like...
Hell yeah, I love Chad Geronic.